Look, all Jen's stuff is in the way here. We are on our way to the stream spot. It's about 7 minutes away. So I'm going to take you guys on the ride to the spot. Get buckled up. I have got the old chest strap ready to go, and I'm going to strap you guys on my chest, live stream style, and take you on the river with me. Man, I'm really excited to get a smallmouth. I've got a couple bass this year, spotties and largies, but I have yet, and I haven't had a lot of opportunity, man. We've been going through a bunch of crap. So we have not been outdoors or done a lot of recreation, and getting on the water today. It's a little cloudy. It's like misting right now, but I think it's going to end in just a couple of minutes, which is key. We are headed to, for you local Cincinnati folks, the East Fork Little Miami. Really great smallmouth fishery. And today I am going to start off, it's an all cast gray day. We came out, if you guys haven't seen them, it's the 3-inch paddle tails. They also come in a little 2-inch, little crab slap 2-inch. But we've got a 3-inch crab slap or paddle tail, and it's all black is what I'm using. The water's a little stained, and so I wanna be able to cut through some of that murky water look. So glad you guys are here with me. If you are in the chat, please say what's up. I brought a little tripod stand with me so I can, if I find a spot on the bank, I'll set you guys up on a little tripod stand. So we're just doing a little one rod mission. I got just I don't have a whole tackle box with me. I got some jigs, I got some nubs, some grubs, some paddle tails, I got a retina, and I got a segmented swim bait, all my cast gray digs. That should be enough. I've got some Ned jigs and then some little 1/8 ounce swim jigs. I think he even brought an EWG and a couple of 6 sticks from cast gray. So that's what we're rolling with today. Got the little pack, not much, should be able to get us on a bite. If we don't find a smallmouth, we might run into a crappie or maybe some sunnies. I don't know. Me and Mr. Cincy Fish Dudes went out the other day, and the fish were plentiful. They were all on the bank. The bank was approaching 60 degrees, and all the gills and all the bass were like up on the bank. But I swear you could hit those things in the head with the bait, and they had no interest. I think they were just like, oh, the water's finally warm. We're just curious, but they had no interest in eating. So I'm going to continue these next several days to see when they finally flip that switch and start eating. Now that was a big reservoir. Conditions might be a little bit different in the river, which is where we're going. So Smalley is Smallies. That's what I want. I want my first of the year Smalley. Good to be back on the river. I got my 8 Fans lightweight waders on, and my 8 Fans boots, and the rest of the gear is all my cast gray gear. I don't fish with crazy amount of gear. I think today's I've got the what do I got on? The Runkle Titan 2. Runkle sent me a Titan 2 spinning reel, size 2000 to try out, and it's awesome, especially for creek fishing. It's a good small size creek fishing reel. And I've got a medium light Shakespeare Excursion rod. Say what you will about those $19 rods from Walmart, but this thing is 4 years old, and it is a friggin' beast, man. I'm telling you. I've reeled in plenty of 4.5 pounders on this rod. No complaints. Plus, I beat my stuff up pretty well, and I'd be sad if I bought a St. Croix and smashed it. How do I see the comments in here? I'm trying to live chat. There we go. Say what's up if you're in the chat. I'm trying to read, but I'm also trying to drive and not crash. We're about 4 or 5 minutes away from the spot. If you are just jumping in, we are going to the East Fork Little Miami smallmouth hunting. Starting off with that paddle tail. I think that might be the Jigga Jam. If the river is not looking too juicy, probably walk over to the spillway and see if there's any spillway action. I went there one day in January when it was butt-ass freezing cold, and it got bass bites right off the bat. So maybe they're pushed up towards the oxygenated water. I think right now with the temperature warming up this last week, we've been in pretty much solid 50s and 60s. Hey, what's up, Sly? Man, I'm hoping some. I don't even care if they're big smallies. I just want smallie. Give me any kind of smallie. I'll be happy. What up, Mike Fee? We are headed to the spot, man. I'm going to take you guys fishing. I'm going to live stream. I'm going to strap you guys on my chest. We're just a couple minutes away from the spot. See if I can't get some river smallies. Or, I don't know, some eyes or some gillies, some crop dogs. We're going to toss around some cascade baits and see if we can tear some up. If you guys are in the chat, very cool. Good luck today, pimping. Absolutely. You know what's pimping. About to be pimping some smallmouth. Hey, shout me out where you guys are from. What's up, Lyle? I am going to the East Fork Little Miami. Down by the spillway. Not at the spillway. I don't like fishing the spillway too much. It's just littered with catfish guys. Not a catfish fan, if you already don't know. Batavia. Dude, I grew up in Batavia. What up, Taterville? Greenbrier. Trailer Park Kid for life. I'm gonna go about a half mile down from the East Fork Miami, Little Miami Spillway at East Fork Lake. And we're just gonna roam around. Silverton, Trailblazing Zach, what's going on, sir? Sharonville. Hey, Lyle. Man, you know what I've been meaning to do? Everybody discounts it. But, dude, I want to tear up the Mill Creek. And maybe not so much of an urban area, but I want to get into the Mill Creek where it comes out of the lake and just kind of poke around in there, man. I did it once, and it was actually a good day. Like, not a lot of bass, but, man, the sunfish were everywhere. I did catch a few bass, but it was a fun time. I'd like to beat up the Mill Creek sometime this year. You know, I've never caught a crappie at the spillway either, but there's a couple guys that just sit there and fill up a bucket of crappie right at the corner there. That's not really my sporting kind of fish. I don't like to pick off schools of fish sitting there at the I guess that's why I never really fish for crappie. I like more of a hunt, spot and stalk. You know, you guys know I'm a smallie guy. I like roaming around trying to find those smallie pockets. Crappies just end up being like bonus fish for me. All right, we are in the park, guys. We're gonna hit our little spot here. Sorry, the chat disappears and I can't see it before you guys say anything. Yeah, man, there's a couple rock quarries here that are pretty baller. Man, there's a rock quarry around here. I won't give out the location because it's semi-private. You gotta have like a neighborhood membership to go there. Anyway, me and Paul from Cincy Fish Dudes saw freaking spoonbill in there. I guess this lake introduced these spoonbill for like a caviar program, because apparently spoonbill caviar is like the bee's knees or something. I don't know. Not a caviar fan. Anyway, we saw the spoonbill right under our kayaks, and we're blown away. And I think the only way you can catch a spoonbill is to snag them. I don't know how frowned upon that is, but I do want to check that bucket list off. So no one's the wiser. I want to snag me a spoonbill one of these days. Just hold him up for a bomb-ass picture. Is spoonbill a species of catfish for real? Did not know that. All right, so if you guys can't see it here, let me see if I can turn you. That's the dam wall right there of East Fork. Nice. Yeah, that's what I heard. They don't eat really anything you can throw at them. They just eat algae and grass and stuff. So the only way you can catch them is snagging them. I've seen some people snag them over at Meldal Dam. All right, y'all, we be in the house. I looked at the river level. We're looking at, normally the river level is about 2.25, 2.5 feet, and that's right exactly where we're at. This river, oh my gosh, with all that rain we had, was standing at 5 feet, so unwadeable, for probably 21 to 22 days in a row. And there were so many days I wanted to fish and go wading, but I just couldn't. And kind of pissed me off. Anyway, we are here to grab you guys. Let's get going. Oh. All right, got you guys on a tripod for right now. Now we may cut in and out. Got me a yak over the winter. Can't wait to take it out. He's inspired me to buy one with your vids. Bro, solid. That's awesome, man. Glad to hear that. I still have my 2 backup kayaks sitting at home. One has got one. Being a kayak rookie, my first kayak, I actually drug it over concrete, thinking they're plastic. You just drag them anywhere. No, you can't do that. I drug it and created a hole, and I was pre-fishing a tournament and started sinking. And luckily it was the day before. It was, I want to say Paint Creek tournament last year. So I drove all the way back home to my local Dick's and got my my Vibe kayak, which I love. And it's more of a proper sit-on kayak versus a sit-in kayak. That's awesome. What kind of yak did you get, brother? A sit-in or a sit-on? I got a sit-in to start with, and I wish I would have got a sit-on because it's just, I feel like they're more stable and versatile. But I saw a video online where some guy takes cuts out a section of 5-gallon bucket and then basically heat welds it, like melts it with a heat gun to patch the freaking kayak. So might try that one day. All right, I can hear the water. We getting close. All right, man. Glad for stopping in. Appreciate you, sir. Water looks a little stained. That's all right. We're gonna bust it out. Lifetime Teton Pro 116. You know what? My wife has that one. Pretty sure it's that one. It's like an all blue one. Trophy 126. Nice. All right. We got a little bit of movement. It's moving a little bit. Does look a little murky muddy. But we got a nice dark bait on. You guys can see. This is the Cast Cray 3-inch paddle tail. Juice Magoose, son. We're gonna make it happen. Show you guys. I'm getting pumped. All right. I'm gonna get my keys put away, get you guys connected to the big battery, and then get you guys put on my chest mount. So bear with me 1 second. Let me get you guys off of this tripod. All right, let's see if I can flip this view here. Boom. All right, let's scoot you guys up a bit. There we go. Put the tripod away. Oh shit. If I find a good spot, I'll stick you guys on a tree. Thank you, Sly Fox. I appreciate that. Now, it's kind of hard for me to read the screen, so I will try to catch up on comments every few minutes, but it's kind of hard for me to see what's going on here. Oh, shit. Let me put the battery in. Plug the battery in. There we go. Battery plugged in. All right, guys. If for any reason we lose service, it will only be temporary. There's a little spottiness out here, so bear with me. Let's catch some fish. So we have got on, I think a 1/8 ounce jig head. It's a swim jig, so it's a very bullet style swim jig, so it'll swim quick through the water. And we got the all black Cast Cray 3-inch paddle tail. We get right up in those rapids up there. So if you guys are just joining, we are fishing a small river just off a spillway. This is the East Fork Little Miami River in Cincinnati, Ohio. Well, technically in Claremont County, just outside of Cincy, but if you live anywhere within 50 miles of Cincy, I know you just call it Cincy because no one knows where the hell anything else is around here unless you're Dayton or Columbus. Uh-oh, we got our first snag, boys. There we go. Flip trick, got her done. Make sure our line's not jacked. All good. All right, let's cross the river here. We'll take a few casts up in here as we're walking. So how this river acts right here is there is a split. What's up, Dark 30? Tanarka fishing, kind of like fly fishing with I have not. This river splits, and then it reconnects about a half mile downstream, and that's where we're going. So this side is super skinny. This side is fishable for the most part. So we're going to go this direction over here. But I'm going to go ahead and cross so we can get on the bank. I'm going to take a few more pitches in these rapids, man. I can't believe there's not a smallie just sitting here sucking up all that oxygen. I can feel we're getting spit on a little bit. A little bit of misty mist is coming down. If you guys get a water drop on the lens or something, just holler at me in the chat and I'll try to clear it up. Come on now, there's got to be a freaking fish in here. It's pretty shallow in here. I know this looks like a pretty good riffle, but it's only an 8 or 12 inch drop off that riffle. So it's still pretty shallow. They may not want to be hanging out in that cold of a riffle. All right. I think we pretty much hit all the angles of that riff. Let's head upstream. See what we can find. Yo, Rick, what up, bro? Hey, Rick, we're fishing with the old 3-inch paddle Magooski. He's got some slime on him. You know he's doing work. 3-inch paddle tail in all blizzy black. Feel like with this kind of stained, murky water, this guy's going to be the bee's knees. As long as he can stay out of the trees. Smallmouth, please. Tell you what, guys, there is a family of beaver that live in here. Check out all the every single bottom of every tree has been chewed on. Look, that one's a stump. You just walk through here, and you know what the messed up thing is? I fished this spot probably 400 times. I've seen a beaver once. But look at this. Hey, Rick, I literally walked in right there, so we are just getting started, brother. I took everyone on the drive with me, so first 15 minutes was in the car. Oh, hell yeah, son. Look at that, man. Beaver are tearing this place up. Look at that. They're chewing like it's going out of style. All right. We're going to toss in here. There's a little bit of depth right here. See if we can't find something. Water is really moving here. This is probably only 6 or 7 inches in depth. So still a little cold, still a little fast. But I never skip this area because sometimes there is a smallie. Just kind of being king of the roost right here. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Dark 30, what's going on? I'm telling you what, crappy weather is key. If you guys are not familiar with checking the barometric pressure for fishing, I'm a super nerd about it. Barometric pressure, for the most part, hangs at 30.01. Right now, it is 29.85. Oh shit, almost bit the dust. 29.85, which means, okay, why is barometric pressure important? Fish feel the pressure sensitivity in their air bladder, which is what keeps them upright. And what it tells them is, hey, bad weather may be on its way. We need to eat as much as we can, as quick as we can, so we don't starve. And so when the barometric pressure drops like 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, go out and fish. All right, you guys see that foam? We're going to hit it. We're going to get it. We're going to hit it. See what we can get. Now, my juicy spot is coming up right there. Caught many 3-pound small dogs out of that spot. Nothing. All right. Now, if I fall, you guys are going with me. Here we go. We're making the treacherous journey. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing, son. All right. Of all the areas I'm going to fish today, this is the one I'm most excited about. If you can see, there's a riffle right there and a big standing pool right behind it. And the smallies just like to stack up. All right, here we go, guys. It's time to get us a small jiggity jaw. Let's get right up just at the edge of the riffle there, inside the riffle. All right, we're going to get inside the riffle here and fish this little pocket. You can kind of see it's kind of got a little swirling back eddy. Might be holding a fish or two. We don't ever know. We're going to get in there and try it out. Get in that foam back there. Oh, perfect. Come on, somebody be home. Somebody be home. If you guys are just joining in, I am fishing the East Fork Little Miami. 3-inch, all black, cast cray paddle tail, little 1/8 ounce swimming jig. Just moving them through this faster water. The water is a little bit stained, as you can see. It's not quite chocolate milk, but it's just on the verge there. Watered down yoo-hoo. All right, we're gonna creep around this pool here. Try to see if we can work every little edge of it. Get in the current, get out of the current. Fish for what we can. You know, from what I've read about fish's vision, the highest contrasting color in dark stained water is the best. Shows up the best for fish. Whereas you fish in clear water, your lighter, more fluorescent baits show up better. That's at least the opinion I've always held, so who knows? I'm not a pescatologist. I just read from the internet. I always go dark baits with stained water. Get right at the edge of that current over there. Appreciate you guys coming along. Hey, if you guys are in any like Facebook fishing groups, or if you've got 1,000 subs and you want to share this for me, I would greatly appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it. Let's bring some more people along on the journey on this cloudy, dreary Ohio Saturday. Uh-oh. Hit a branch. Get off that branch. There we go. Let's stand on this rock right here. See if we can't bust our ass. He's slick as ice. All right, here we go. Come on. On the hunt for a smallmouth. Come and bite my cast cray baits. A cast cray all day, baby. We know they're in here. We just got to find the pocket they're hanging out in. Bro, you know I got them pipes, son. You know I got them pipes. All right, this spot, officially moving on. All right, we got another riffle and another big, what I call holding tank. So we got this skinny little riffle we're gonna walk through. then we're going to hit up another spot that's holding some water. And I don't care if it's holding water. I want it to hold some small jowls. Small jowls. All right, let me check the chat while I'm running my yapper here. Baitologist Rick from Cascray says his 6-year degree in bait catology will tell you dark colors and stained water. And he's got a PhD, guys. A pretty huge degree. All right, you guys like this? Look at us, a little riffle. Keeping it simple. All right, we're gonna shoot up in here and see. We got a jaw hanging out. Come on. Jawskis. Where you be? Where you be at? Oh, it tricked me. I thought we had a bite. Freaking rock monster. Didn't damage our line, did we? Nope. Here's our setup, guys. 3-inch Cascray paddle tail, all black. Little swimby bimmy. Little fast moving jig. I want to get in this riffle here. Oh, don't fall. You guys can see. Get in this riffle. I'm trying to get past this stupid brush that's hanging over because I want to cast back in that pocket by that log that's on the ground. See if there's a bronzy boy hanging out back there. Yeah, right in there. Come on. Come on. Why you gotta play with my emotions? Every rock I hit, I'm like, oh, there it is. It's happening. Y'all, if you were watching the chat, give me a thumbs up, pretty please. Sugar on top. If you even want to do better than that, share me in a group or on your feed. I'll greatly appreciate that. Man, these rocks are playing me, son. You got played. All right, let's cruise over here. All right, this spot over on this side might do some damage. And we got some depth right in the middle here. We're about 3.5 feet. So I'm going to let it sink down just a touch. Run it slow along the bottom. See if maybe they're chilling in the cold water. The sun has not poked out at all today down in Cincinnati, so the rocks are not warm. Oh, thought I had it. These rocks are playing with my emotions. Got us all snabbled up. Sending some fishing prayers since I don't make it tomorrow. Thank you, sir. How long before the new Helgies hit the Cascray site to buy? You know, if Rick is still watching, he would be the best person to answer that. He said real soon. I know he is trying to get some in at least one of every color so he can get the inventory up on the website. But Rick from Cascray, if you are still watching, maybe you can get them a better idea on timeline. I know it won't be long. I'm almost positive he's going to have them ready for spring. This week, y'all. How about that? How about that? Put me on the list to get some first. I think the Helgies, guys, are going to be my signature bait. I have always been in love with Helgramite baits. And I am so dead ready to just rip up these creek and river smallies with that Helgie. Because Helgies, you can bounce on the bottom and let them chillax. You can run them. It's like a Ned rig with spice, son. Well, I'll tell you what, Sly Fox, you already got your 10% code. What am I saying? I was going to say, someone type in the comments for me. If you are interested in getting some Helgies or any of the Cascray stuff, use my code MFM10. Save ya some dinero. Someone types that in the comments for me. I do appreciate it. MFM10. Save you some Cascray dollars. Building. Thanks for joining my dude. I am so far in Skunk City. I've been fishing about 20 minutes here in this muddy, murky water with a 3-inch Cascray paddle tail in all blizzack. Hoping to get smallies on the Krizak. Make them want a Tizak. All right, somebody in this tree. Somebody got to be in this tree. Be in this tree. Be in that tree. Come on, somebody be home. 44, yeah, it's still a little cold. You know what? I've been seeing all these catches coming out of the Little Miami River and the East Fork Little Miami River, and then they're all smallmouth. I'm like, okay, clearly I'm neglecting my duties as the captain of the East Fork Little Miami. Unofficial title. Thank you. Got to get out here and bust some jaws. Bust some juicy jaws. Bust some bronze butts, son. All right. Let's get up under. That tree is exactly where I wanted to be. Exactly. There's a nice spot here. There, you can't see it because the water's up a touch, but there is an absolute huge boulder right up ahead, and I want to cast the absolute heck out of it because smallies like to take little naps right around it, little ambush spots. Right about there, you can see the current comes ripping down this area, and it kind of has a little current break right there. So I like fishing that current break, putting it in the current and then just kind of ripping it through the slow stuff. maybe catch an ambushing smallie that's sitting just outside, because that's what they like to do. Sit just outside that fast-moving stuff behind a rock or just outside the current and just nail minnows and bugs that get swept down. Right now I'm pitching on that boulder that I know is underwater right there. Oh, that's a little shallow right there. Run it. Run it. All right, I'll show you guys the depth I'm dealing with here. About knee high. Not too bad. It's about average for the East Fork Little Miami. There's some holes where you'll get into like 7-8 feet, and there's some spots that you're just going to get 6 or 7 inches. So it's not like the Little Miami River where you're going to find spots that are 10, 20. 7, 8 is probably the most you're going to get in the East Fork Little Miami. Little holes and bends in the river. See if anything's under this tree over here. Let's see if I can skip it under that branch there. Get a little skippy skip. Oh, beautiful. That's what I wanted. Right under that branch. Come on. Nothing. So I'm gonna skip over this way. That's where I wanted it. All right, one last cast in this pocket, and we are going to move on from here. Okay. Moving on, boys. You see my pretty face. I'll talk to you guys for a minute. I'll turn on live comments, see what I missed. Dude, I'll tell you what, that live stream with Burley, that was fun, man. I think Rick carried his own in that live stream. I know it was their little cast, but I saw people in the comments saying Rick needs to be a permanent part of the podcast. He did pretty good. Rick's an entertaining dude, man. It's no wonder he is the owner of an outdoors company. He knows how to talk to all the guys that love to do what we do. All right, I'm going to turn you guys around because you guys are looking straight up my nostrils. All right, we're cutting through. I told you this river splits, so we're going to run over to the other side and fish this. This is a little island, and you can kind of see this area actually floods out when they let a ton of water out. We're going to walk all the way up to the tip here where the river comes back together. And then we will fish downstream again. Is that Steve? What's going on, Steve? Yeah, look at that, man. Look at the green grass. The trees are budding out here too, so. I will definitely do more of these live streams. Absolutely. Okay, here's where we wanted to be. We're going to start here and we're going to work the other side of the river. Okay, now you can see Riverside 1, Riverside 2 comes back together. Got some nice cover over here, and I'm going to pitch it. Oh, deep in the tree. Come on. Is that a good angle for you guys? I'm gonna pitch that down a little bit. There we go. Where are my log monsters at? Let's see. Anything awake in this tree? Let's give it a skip under that branch. Oh, hit the branch. Bad skip. See if we can do that again. There we go. Right in the thick of it. Okay, let's move up. Now, I know there is a huge, huge underwater log that essentially runs from like right there to like, you can kind of see some crap sticking up right there. And they like to sit on this side of that log behind the current. So I'm just going to pick this apart at 5-degree angles. See if we can get something to come up on off of there. If you're joining the live chat and you're just joining in, we are fishing the East Fork Little Miami River near Cincinnati, Ohio. We're fishing with the Cast Cray 3-inch paddle tail on a little 1/8 ounce jig, all black, because we got a little bit of muddy water. Ooh, what was that? Was that grass? Ooh, I don't know. Something pulled the tail off. I don't think that grass would have done that. Pulled me off my hook. All right, getting back right on that line. Let's see if something tripped me out, or if that was really a fish. A little breezy out here, so sorry if there's a little bit of wind noise for you guys. The wind is blowing straight into my face and probably into the mic as well. I'll try to talk as loud as possible. No, just kidding. All right, after we work this log, I'm going to get in the water here, and we are going to start really picking off that bank over there, because that is a steep drop bank. And I hope, let me fix this cord here, and I hope it's got some bass just chilling and relaxing and maxing all cool, eating some Cast Cray outside of their school. Couple of dudes who were up to no good started slapping crap in my neighborhood. Got in one little stream, and these fish got mad. All right, now we're in some water, guys. There we go. About up to waist. I don't think I can cast all the way to that bank. Well, we can get a good 3/4 of the way. Let me tip this up just a touch. Is that better? Is that better? Yep, there we go. All right. Let me tell you what, these are lightweight waders. I got some sweatpants on underneath. It's a little chilly, but I'm telling you what, these 8 fans lightweight waders, 44-degree water, I'm still comfortable. They are not bad. And it's nice to not put on the neoprene waders, because, man, I've been out in 20 degrees, 10 degrees, Those neoprene waders are like wearing a freaking scuba suit. You will sweat. I don't care how cold it is outside. You will sweat. And it's like you have to wear something underneath because they're so tight to your skin, it'll chafe every friggin' body part you have. All right, let's hit this bank over here. So we're about in 3 feet of water right now. Well, standing in 3 feet of water. We do get to about 5 or 6 out there. So I can't walk too much further to that bank. But we may cross to that bank, pick off some juicy spots. If you're just joining, welcome to Skunksville, where Matt attempts to catch fish, but it doesn't happen. We're about to change that up. Yeah, you really can't. Hey, Joseph, Milford Day Heights, man. My grandparents lived there. I did a lot of my growing up in Day Heights. Right there on Cromley Drive. So gear check, if you guys are wondering what I'm fishing with. Listen, I am a very basic gear fishing guy. But I like stuff that works, right? I'm not going to buy bullcrap that I just have to throw away. The Shakespeare Excursion is a medium light. It's a $19 rod you can get at Walmart. Talk all the shibbity shit you want about it. This thing itself is 4 years old and is held up like an absolute beast. And it's perfect for creek. It's 6 foot and it's perfect for creek fishing. It's a 2-piece rod. I freaking love it. And if I smash it or close it in my door, it's $20 down the drain, and I don't care. Get a new one. It'll last me another 4 years. The reel is a size 2000. Runkle Titan 2. 5.3 to 1 gear ratio. I have 6-pound cast cray line. That's right, cast cray line. We're making line now. If you guys want some cast cray line, get you some. It comes in 6 and 4-pound test. I'm also fishing with the cast cray 3-inch all black paddle tail. Man, that wind is really, really getting it. Look at the freaking waves in the water. About to white cap here, son. All right. We've got a big old honking log. This is a good spot, and I'll tell you why this is a very, I want to say, memorable spot. This is the spot I tied on my very first cast cray bait. I won it in a contest. It was the spacesuit jerkbait. And I tied it on. It was midwinter. It was like December of 2021, I want to say. And I tied it on and absolutely went buck wild on the smallies right here. And then Rick saw my post and said, listen, I know you're a really handsome dude. We could use one of those on our team. Why don't you join? And I said, hell yeah. Hell yeah, absolutely. Anyway, this log likes to hold smallies is really what the story was about. darkness, my old friend. Just came to give it a send. Why are the fish not freaking biting? Why are they always trying to fight me? And the smallmouth are acting like punk bitches. Don't be your snitches. All right, come on. Some of this brush has got to hold a freaking bass. Come on. Up under that log. Tell me there's a juicy freaking bronzy boy up in there. All right, you guys tell me in the comments, do I switch up baits? What do you guys think? I've got a retina, which is a very quick deep diving crankbait. I have got a segmented swim bait. I've got some crap slap grubs. I've got the slim fluke. But I'm telling you, honestly, I don't know if I want to put this away. This is such a good dark water bait. Bro, I hear that, man. I am definitely fishing today because I am not catching. Hey, it's good to get out, get some exercise, get in the water, take you guys on a journey. I'm going to cross as much as I can here. I'm not sure how deep it's going to get, how far I can get over here. Okay. We're about 3 feet. Now, there's a rock shelf. I know there's a rock shelf that runs along this bank on this side of the river. So I do want to cruise it over that rock shelf and just see if you know what, this paddle tail be slipping. I'm gonna change him up real quick. All right, fresh patty boy on. All right, we're hitting that rock shelf, just running it along there. See if we can scare up a bite. It's a good spot too, because if they're interested in being up shallow, they may come take a bite. And if they're sitting just off the rock ledge, sitting deep, they may see this dark bait. Let's see, visibility. Let's check visibility. What do we got here? Visibility is about, let's see, about 6 to 8 inches. So not spectacular. I'm not sure if bass see further in depth than we do, probably. Ooh, don't play with my heart, rocks. Don't play with my heart. All right. I think I'm making a change up, boys. Making a change up. Bro, I can't fish, man. All right. Getting the box out, boys. Oh, let's see. I either need to put a fresh paddle tail on or I can go with something different. I've been fishing with these. I really don't. The slim flukes are more like a drop shot style bait, and they don't really have a lot of action swimming them on a jig, so I'm not sure I want to throw that. I could throw the old retina boy, or I could toss around Deadly Nedley. Those aren't glamorous, but sometimes they do the trick. You know what? Let's play with the old retina boy. He might do some damage. I have a feeling he's gonna. You know what? No, I'm gonna. What do I want to do? No, I'm staying with my gut, man. Staying with my gut. Putting on a paddle tail. Get a fresh paddle tail on here. Boom shaka. All right. All right, we got a fresh piece of plastic on. All is good with the world. Oh, don't you do it. I swear. Something is giving me fits. It's probably a rock. Oh no, there's a rock ledge there. I'm running it pretty quick across there. I shouldn't be hitting that rock. Unless there's like a tree branch or something screwing with me. Let's make a change. You guys want to go downstream? There's some juicy spots down there. There's one big hole down here. We'll hit that, and if we have no luck, we will turn around, and you know what? We might just go to the spillway for like a safety bass. That's what I would call it, because I usually always catch something at the spillway, but it's not very sporting with 18 guys down there probably fishing on a Saturday afternoon where you know the fish are going to be. I like creeping up on them. I don't like my fish just handed to me. Sit at a spillway and just pick off catfish and crappie, man. I want to get in the water. Show them who's boss. This is my creek, son. Not doing that today, though. We are having our ego bruised today. Tell you what, you guys see that log right there? That log used to sit across right where I'm standing for about 7 years. And last year, a big flood finally dislodged that big old sucker. And it's kind of nice because that was the spot you had to get out of your kayak. You couldn't get past it. And now he has been dislodged. Kayak roadblock is no longer there. Look at that big old sucker. He was good for holding a fish or two. It's probably not why we're not catching anything right here. All right, now that we don't need to wade, let's see, helpful tip number 1. If you're wading and you don't need to wade, get out of the water if you can, because you're just going to create noise in the water. Can't sneak up on them fish. So I'm going to hit the bank here. Cast from there. All right, see that big old juicy log over there? Let's see if he's holding something. Right up in that log. Yeah, come on. If something ain't gonna bite it on that time, there's nothing there. There's no possible way there's no fish. If you are just joining the chat, say hey in the comments. Tell me where you're from. I am fishing out of Amelia, Ohio, which is near Cincinnati. Southwest Ohio. We are fishing the East Fork Little Miami. We are slapping around a cast cray, all black, 3-inch paddle tail. Mike, with the murkiness of this water, I think we need to don the waders and go hit the north part of this river. You know the spot I'm talking about without giving it away. I want to go hit up that area and see if we can't catch some bass. Man, I was catching hella bass in that area in February last year, so I know when the spillway lets out, it murks up this water, and that northern spot, as soon as it's done raining, it's like chilled out for the most part. See if anything's hanging out near this log, just kind of running this log right here. Well, branch. Let's hit those rocks across the way. What's up, Steve? What's up, cuz? Thanks for joining, sir. Sorry, let me go back and check the chat here. I've not caught anything so far, man. Not even a bite or a sniff, which is kind of disappointing. I really thought this little part of the river would have chilled out by now after all the rain we had, but it is still muddy and murky, like 6 inches visibility, which is not normal for this creek, part of the river anyway. So no bites yet. We've got the darkest bait cast cray makes. We got the all black paddle tail, trying to scare up a bite in this murky water. We're about to approach the big old beaver dam. Yeah, they just may have not woken up in this smaller tributary. I know the Little Miami is heating up a little bit. I figured maybe the East Fork might be doing its thing too. I know this water tends to be colder because when they pump out, it is from like 60 feet deep. So it's got a little bit more sulfur and it's definitely a bit colder. But can't catch them if we don't get out and try. Tell you what, man, that beaver has done a freaking job over here. He has stopped this spot up. Let's go right in between those trees. See if we can catch something in there. Tricked me. That was a stick. All right, let's get back in the water here. Because I really want to get a cast up in that tree over there. See if anything is hanging out. Way up in that bank. Yeah, right around there. Oh, Playing with my emotions again. I thought I called my shot right there. There we go. We got it loose. I was like, oh man, I'm going to look like a genius. Just kidding. All right. Probably scared anything that was out of there, in there, out of there. All right, let's shoot the bank right here. Boom. I am running one of my sponsors, Lightweight Waders. They are called 8 Fans, the number 8, and then FANS. They've got some lightweight waders. They also carry wading jackets and wading boots. They got hats and foam protectors and all kinds of like waterproof gear. They've got like waterproof, I wouldn't call them waterproof wading pants. They're not really wading pants. They're like fishing pants. But they're waterproof. It'd be good for like kayaking or something like that. I know they call them wading pants. But these are their lightweight, breathable waders. The water temp is like 44 degrees. I got sweatpants, just a regular pair of sweatpants on underneath, and I feel great. It's nicer than having to put on those friggin' neoprenes, which are just uncomfortable and it feels like a scuba suit. But yeah, check them out. I should have, in some of my other videos, I've got some videos about the waders. You can get a discount code. But I like them. I've beat them up all year. They sent them to me last winter. I've used them pretty often and put them through the ringer. And I tell you what, my Field and Stream neoprenes didn't last as long as these. I already put a couple holes in those and had to patch it up. I've scooted over rocks and logs and thorn bushes in these, and they've held up pretty well. I do like them. And plus, they make boots in size 15. Holy crap, finally someone that makes something in my big ass size. But they sent my wife a pair as well. She got like the medium size, and they're even a little bit big for her. But we got them a little bit bigger just because you never know if you want to like bundle up underneath. Yeah, but they got all different. I think they got 4 or 5 different sizes of the stocking foot waders. Check them out. You won't be disappointed. All right, check out this beaver dam, y'all. This used to just flow very freely, and then this area was not ponded up. It flowed pretty freely, and it didn't back up way over here. So this beaver has got both this area and then on the other side right over there, which I'm going to walk over there on this little baby island. Sometimes I can catch a bass back in that little pool back there. Occasionally. You know what? I might take some casts right here on top of the old beavy dam. There we go. Oh, you guys, fuzz. It made my heart skip a beat. 3 pounder, y'all. I hit it and it didn't snag. It just came with me. I was like, oh shit, we got a fish. Man, what a fool. What a fool believes. Oh well. I was like, damn, that feels like a 2-pound small jaw, son. Let's go. Just kidding. It's a friggin' branch. Had me jacked. All right, let's get on this little baby island. And we'll take some casts around this current, in and out of this current. Bunch of current breaks over here, little eddy. up in that pocket right there. Oh, perfection. I think I hit a snag. I definitely did. Time to retie. Time to retie. What up, y'all? I'm going to retie here, so I'm going to put you guys on the tripod and we'll have a little chit-chat. Little chat. Let me get you guys clipped in. Bill, this is the East Fork, Little Miami, just outside the spillway of East Fork Lake in near Amelia/Batavia, Ohio. All right, we're going to retie here, guys. So these are now you guys actually see the waders. You know, I didn't bring a spinnerbait with me. So these are the waders. Pretty lightweight. Like I said, I just got sweatpants on underneath. Pretty comfortable. I like them. The boots. See, I'm mixed on the boots because I don't know if the boots are just really heavy because I wear a size 15. And when they get waterlogged, they're really clunky, but that's just what I have to deal with. I got big old feet, so I got to deal with those size 15s just logged with water. Anyway, it gets me a workout, my big old tree trunks. I'm going to retie. Any new lure goals this year? Well, let me just tell you what happened earlier yesterday. Let me back up so you guys can actually see me. Cast Cray came out with a brand new lure called the Helgramite. Let's get this up so you guys can actually see me. There we go, the Helgramite. So I'm going to fish the absolute bananas out of the Helgramite. All right, guys, I think it's time. I think it is time. I know I'm going to lose this because he just gets down quick. I'm going for it. That's the Retina. It's a deep diving bait, but I like to kind of call it like a quick diving bait when you're talking about fishing in creeks. Now it's starting to sprinkle mist again. All right, let's get retied here. Who's out catching them? Anybody catching last weekend or this week with the nice-ish weather? I got out the other day with Paul from Cincy Fish Dudes, and what was I throwing? I was throwing the crap slap, Cast Cray crap slap grubs. Caught one bass. I think Paul caught one bass as well. But we went out the week before that, and he was throwing around a paddle tail, and he caught quite a few bass. So they're waking up. They're waking up. It's just on the edge right now, so I'm hoping I get one of the lucky days, and so far it has not been. I'm gonna kiss this one goodbye because I know I'm gonna get him snagged. He is a quick diving bait in a very shallow river. All right, guys. I'm gonna take you on a bit of a walk. Sorry for the wind noise. The wind is kicking up a bit. I think you know what it's time for. I think we suck it up and we go fish the spillway a little bit. Might be what we have to do. Oh! All right. Yeah. It be like that sometimes. Hey, if you guys are watching and you are not subscribed to the channel, Matt's Fishing Mission, I would appreciate it if you go hit the subscribe button. We do live streams, we do fishing missions, we go out with a bunch of local fishermen. I am a Cast Cray Pro staff fisherman. Typically fish with mostly all Cast Cray baits. I do some fly tying, fish with my own handmade baits. And yeah, we get out in the Cincinnati tri-state area. This year, fill you in on what's going on, I joined the NAPRA Pro Wading League. Both series. I did the Ohio and the Elite Series. So it's like, I think I've got like 15 maybe total stops on the entire thing. It's gonna be fun. Pete Zahler, I don't know how to say his last name. Travis Lakes is in there. Brian Slayton, the Creek Crawler. I know he's in that. Paul from Cincy Fish Dudes is in the Ohio series. So a lot of good guys, and then guys I haven't met yet that I'm interested and looking forward to fishing with, against, meeting. That all starts next month. Kicks off. And it's like every second or third weekend until about midsummer. So that should be fun. I did not join the CKF as a member, the Cincinnati Kayak Fishing League, but I do plan on fishing a handful of those tournaments. I thought those were fun. A lot of good people on that tour as well. And I didn't take my kayak out enough. Well, didn't take it out as much as I wanted to last year. Check this out. When they let the water out, this is like the in-between run. Now it's all dry. Ooh, what do we got here? What kind of creature? What kind of creature was that? I don't know. It's too far gone for me to tell. Absolutely, dude. I'll tell you what, man. I am looking for a partner just for safety purposes. And this is something that's a little bit too much for Jen to do. But I want to kayak from basically right here, the spillway of the East Fork, at East Fork. And I want to camp and fish. I think it might take 2.5 days, so like a weekend, a Friday to Sunday night. And I want to camp and fish from there all the way down to just shy of the Ohio, like the Auto Armletter Park by Lunkin. I want to make a mission of it, man. Camp on the bankside. Bring a skillet, cook us up some fresh catch, whatever we catch. Some mountain meals, you know what I'm talking about. It'd be fun to get a little small crew of guys to hit that up and just take our time fishing all little pockets in the river. And then if we don't make it the whole way, we can just have Jen come pick us up. Skunked last week on the Stone Lick and East Fork. Tell you what, the Stone Lick sometimes is hit or miss for me. I've caught some absolute brutes out of there, and sometimes it is just, it's more miss than it is hit, but when it hits, man, it's so satisfying. All right, where do I want to get up here? The steep bank. The second most thing I am excited for as far as kayak missions this year, I am absolutely going to go up and fish the Cuyahoga on the southern end of the Cuyahoga Valley Park. I fished that from the bank a couple years back and was just blown away. I had in my head what the Cuyahoga looked like completely wrong. Because you heard all those terrible stories about it being on fire back in the day. No, it was beautiful, crystal clear. I was fishing just outside of the blue heron nesting site. And Man, it was sight fishing for smallies. It was incredible. You pitch a log and you just see this 2-pound smallie come up and smack a jig. And so I've thought about that ever since, and I don't live anywhere near that. And I'm a photographer, so I was doing like a little photo tour of that area. I wish I could. Next weekend is not going to be good, man. Unfortunately, we had a death in the family, so next weekend is dedicated for that. Yeah, see, I don't know how much of the Cuyahoga is wadeable. That area is just completely foreign to me. So I thought it's probably best bet to plan on kayaking, because I don't want to get to a point and then be like, well, I can't wait anymore. Now I'm stuck. I either got to turn around or start somewhere else. So I figured safe bet to be drag the kayak out. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, send some prayers for Jen. It was Jen's mom that passed away. She was a wonderful, wonderful person. Loved her to death. Ooh. All right, we are back almost where we started. I am going to throw this retina in that pool. Let me plug this back in. There we go. Give us some juice. I'm going to throw this retina around this pool. Probably the last place I throw it, and then I will take you guys on a 30-second car ride, and we will go hit up the spillway and see if we can't smack some golden stripey boys in the face over there. All right. I don't think I'm going to put it back on my chest. I'm going to set you guys up on the ground here. Let's see what kind of view you got. Yeah, all right. Hang tight, guys. We're going to... probably into maybe 2-3 feet of water here. So the retina bait is getting down pretty quick. What the frick, man? I think it's time to go to the spillway. Are you guys gonna take a little walk and a little drive with me? It's time to do it. It's a little frustrating. A little frustrating. Hey, but we're gonna change up baits. We're gonna keep it fresh. See if we can't make this happen. Straight to the point. What's going on, sir? Thank you for joining. No catches yet, man. No catches yet. We are working on it. It might just be, might have to change the title of the video to Hiking with Matt. If you guys don't do the YouTube thing on your own, this is what it's like sometimes. And you just gotta edit a fun adventure, but I like keeping it real and doing these live streams, and sometimes this is just the way it is. But hey, if you're sticking around and enjoying this little adventure, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Y'all are my OGs. Hit that like button. I appreciate it. It's still winter. It's still winter. And that's right, Mike. At least we are doing the dang thing. We are out here casting, trying to make something happen. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I'll turn you around so you guys can, well, that's awesome, Mike. That's good to hear. You guys can go on the hike with me. I'm eating no less than 72 spider webs currently. You can tell no one's walked this trail in quite some time. Yeah, literally every spider web is in my mouth currently as we speak. You know, spiders have protein. Good for you. I know, giving it the old spider web. All right, we're back to where we started. I don't think I want to cast there. I don't know that this crankbait's going to do much in that shallow water. Going straight to the deep spot, man. Going straight to the spillway. Hey, I appreciate you guys. If you're in here, give the stream a thumbs up. You don't have to subscribe or do anything crazy. Just give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Just drop me a comment that says, yo, hey. Let me know you're here. Let me know where you're from. I am from just outside Cincinnati, Ohio. Fish all the local areas here. We have the Miami rivers, both the Great and the Little and the East Fork. And a bunch of little lakes around. Pardon me if I breathe hard. This is a straight uphill hike out of this valley back to the car. Not fun in waterlogged boots and waders. Goshen. Heck yeah, dude. What have I fished out in Goshen? The O'Bannon. O'Bannon's got some juicy spots. Oh, sweet, dude. Straight up hike. Look at that big old hill. So, what we're on right now is called the Perimeter Trail. It is a 32-mile. Thanks, Chuck. I appreciate you, sir. Have I done any photography videos? Not sure what you mean. That's what my profession is. If you look up Matt Wesley Photography on IG or Facebook, you'll see some stuff. Some drone work as well. I got my winter conditioning. Need to get my spring conditioning on. So anyway, this is the Perimeter Trail. It is a 32-mile trail that goes around East Fork Lake. And I hiked it last year, well, a year before last, in 2 days. Not a good thing to do. I should have done 3. Ended up really hurting my knee because they let horses, I don't know if they let them, people just put horses on the non-horse trails. And they leave these giant 1-foot muck divots. Anyway, we're almost to the car, guys. I know. Sweating to the trails with Matt. All right. We're back to the car, and that mist is kicking up. See that mist in the background there? It's kind of misty. That's just straight up rain. All right. Here we go, y'all. Heading to the spillway, folks. That's right. Ooh, all right. Here we go. Oh, there's spider webs all over my friggin' tripod. All steamed up. I'll wipe that off here as soon as we get out of the car. Oh, it's only a couple hundred feet down the road here. I imagine with this mist and this dreary weather, I don't know if we're gonna find a bunch of fishermen out. My hope is that we get the place to ourselves. You can see we're starting to rain a little bit. And if we're not by ourselves, we'll get in there. We'll pick a spot. Hopefully it's not been overfished too much. Most of the guys down here do catfishing. So I assume we won't find a lot of bass fishermen down here. There is one car, so I think we're good. So we'll go to a spot that I usually just smack a bass on every time. Hopefully the lens doesn't get waterlogged here. I'll try to give it a wipe off. Oh, and the guy in the car is leaving, so we got the spot to ourselves, boys. We're gonna beat it up much as we can. Boom. All right. We strap you guys to the chest, plug the battery in. Let's continue this Fishin mission. Get you guys, see, hold up my nostrils. Let me turn that around. All right, let me take a paper towel here, wipe off both lenses in case any drips are obscuring the view. There we go, nice and clean. Tighten down the clips, bring our tripod. Let's not ruin it with the seatbelt. All right. Oh. I'll try to keep the lens clean for you guys. If it gets mucked up with water, just holler at me. I'll try to wipe it clean. So we are going to go actually walk up and around the spillway and hit that corner over there. For some reason, it's a touch of slack water that just, I don't know, seems to always be good at holding a bass or two. Heck, I caught a really nice saw guy there. Oh man, it is freaking raining. I don't think we're going to avoid water drips. I did not think it was going to rain like this. We're going to troop it out, guys. Yuck. I'm going to be freezing cold here in about 30 minutes. I don't know how much I can give you guys of this weather. We're going to troop it out. You know, I don't fish the lake that much. When I have fished it, I've done okay with bass. Not spectacular. Apparently, East Fork, the lake, is a major spot for crappie. And I'm not really a big crappie guy. I mean, crappie guys usually get out there on a boat with a graph and try to hunt down the schools, and I don't know, it's just not my style of fishing. I like being in the water, walking for smallies. All right, you guys want to see the spillway? It's letting out a little water from the rain. It's a little foamy. All right, boys. I'm hoping the juice is loose. I know you know where I'm headed. I know you know that I know where the juice is, and they know that I know that the juice is loose. The phone is soaked. I don't know if I can scroll the screen anymore. My sleeves are soaked too. Soggy boy time. Listen, see, Paul, that's why you my dude. You know what's up. My PB soggy boy. That's a saw guy for you guys that don't know what a soggy boy is. And if you catch a carp, that's a loggy koi. So we be out catching loggy kois and soggy boys. You know, sometimes I'll throw a froggy toy. Not often though. Hopefully when I walk down this embankment, it'll keep the wind and rain out of my face. Might set you guys up on the tripod and see what's up. But I got this external battery and I don't want to get it soaked. All right, we are approaching Juice Magoose. Ew. All right. Well, I got over here and the rain seemed to slack. If you guys got any drips on the lens, just holler at me. I'm trying to keep it clean. Bill, you are absolutely right. There will be probably 20 guys here tomorrow. All right, boys. Let's see if we can make it happen. Let's see if we can get a bass right here. Get this cord. There we go. Soggy boys, where's my soggy boys? Come on, drizzly day, overcast, low barometric pressure, and I'm by myself. If I don't catch a fish, freaking hang it up, son. Just hang it up. With a retina bait, a juicy retina bait. There we go. We got to believe. We're going to make this happen. Oh, these rocks been playing with my heart all day. You guys missed it earlier. I went to class. I took you guys to school. I let you know Professor Matt was in the building and I taught you about barometric pressure. I'm going to teach a lesson right now again for some of the latecomers. Now, the barometric pressure is basically atmospheric pressure. It's how much gravitational pressure is put on the earth and water by our stratosphere, essentially. Now, when a low or high pressure system like rain or storm or something like that comes through your area, the barometric pressure can either lower or raise. Typically, it lowers. The most common barometric pressure is 30.01 or 30.1, right around there, okay? When it drops, especially when like rain comes in, like it is, it creates a difference in the amount of gravitational pressure measured in what's called Hg on the earth and water. And why is that important for fishing? Well, Fish have what's called an air bladder, and that's what keeps them buoyant. It's what keeps them swimming like this instead of like this. Yes, and it was a little bit lower than that earlier. So the barometric pressure right now is currently 29.8 and some change. And so I thought, let's get out. The barometric pressure has dropped. We're still in cold, murky water, so that's working against us. But when the barometric pressure drops, what does that do for fishing? Well, fish instinctually can feel the sensitivity of that barometric pressure drop. And what it does to them is it says, hey, we're probably about to have our environment messed up with rain. We may not be able to eat for a while, so let's go ahead and feed up right now as much as we can. And so that's why it's always a good idea when the barometric pressure drops a touch. And when I say a touch, like 0.2 degrees or 0.3 degrees. So if your common barometric pressure is like 30.1, when you get down to like 29.8, 29.7, get a pole and go out on the water. You got to catch it on the early side of that drop, though, because 7-8 hours into that drop, it's pretty much done what it's going to do, and the fish have done what they're going to do. So, class, take notes, use it for your own studies, and use that barometric pressure to your advantage. Class dismissed. We are running solo here at the old spillway at East Fork, right at the tailwaters. I always thought where this began was called headwaters, but that is not true. It is called tailwaters. And we are just running these rocks on a deep diving crankbait. And although it is classified as a deep diving crankbait, this is the Retina from Cast Cray. I want to show it to you guys. You can see it's got a really big bill. Nice little flicker shad kind of bait. But what I like to call these, instead of a deep diving, especially when you're fishing in like creeks like this, I call it a quick diving. You don't have to wait for this thing to get straight down and start bumping the rocks. This will immediately get down and start working all those rocks. Now the downside to doing that is you're going to lose some Retina baits in these rocks, and that's just if you're not losing baits, you're not fishing in the right spot, right? Got to get in there with the rocks where these dang fish are hiding in the wintertime. And so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Yeah, okay. I see, people get headaches when the barometric pressure drops. And it's not a wives' tale about people who have broken limbs or broken legs or arms and they feel when rain is coming. And I've looked into this as well. It's because your body also has a slight sensitivity in its bone marrow to detect atmospheric changes. And so inside your head, obviously, you've got a big old bone with your friggin' skull, and it's surrounded by liquid. And that's why the brain is so sensitive for barometric pressure. And also when you break a bone, when that bone marrow is interrupted, that's why those people are like, Grandpa said it's going to rain. He can feel it in his leg. It's true. It's got some validity. Your grandpa totally wasn't BSing you. You're welcome, Mike. I am a professor. I have been told that I have a PhD. So take that to the bank. All right, we're going to cross this little doodad here because I want to fish those rocks. I thought this was the spot I was going to get a bass hanging out. I am going to absolutely break my face on these slick rocks because they are covered in straight algae and it's raining. But I want to get up here on these rocks. see if there's something hanging out. Come on. I'm getting over here. All right. I think that's about as far as I'll go. Oh man, I'm gonna bust my dome. These rocks are playing with me, playing with my emotions. The rain is starting to really come down now. Slightly uncomfortable because I only brought like a zip up, and I didn't bring a jacket either. It's like a half zip friggin' North Face fleece. Come on, guys, give me that mojo. We need a catch, man. I don't want to leave you guys on Skunksville for what are we pushing, an hour and a half now? Come on, 2 hours. Jeez, one fish. Give it to us. All right, let's get off these rocks and back onto the sidewalk before I have a rescue type situation. Before I break my dang hip. Okay, back up on the sidewalk. Snagsville. Oh, that took a minute at least. And I am not losing this. I am going in. I don't know how deep we are right here, but I am not losing my retina bait. Come on. Oh man, that drops off, son. Oh, geez. Come on. Get out of there. Well, I've blown this spot up pretty much. Let's see if I can sneak out. Get myself unsnagged. What the heck am I on? Come on. Frustrations in Snag City. Well, and we might just have to pop this one. I don't know. I can't seem to find the spot where he is latched on. Come on, broski. There he went. Float back up. Float back up. Nope. Bye, Felicia. She gone. Oh. Oh. Let me wipe this lens off. All right. Well, gentlemen, it's been a day. We tried to give it the old try. Water's just stanky right now. Yeah, I know where to get some more. Rick, send them on. You know what, guys? I got a bunch more, and if you're not aware, Rick made a batch of those retina baits in UV glow in the dark. Now, if you guys are local and you've heard of Steve Coomer, he's a smallmouth legend in this area. And I was sitting in a seminar of his, and he said, if you're doing well and you're able to find spots where good smallies hang out and you have not tried night fishing, you're missing the boat, because you will find some of the bigger, hungrier tanks more active and more aggressive at night. So I'm excited to get a little black light, juice up those glow-in-the-dark retina baits, and go out at night. And maybe if Paul's allowed to break curfew, I'll bring him with me. I don't know. We'll see. We'll go out and we'll catch some fish in the dark in the nighttime. I'm super excited about that. That'll probably be like a May trip, because that's I don't want to be in waders. I want to be like, in shorts, maybe camp out on the river. But hey guys, thanks for hanging out, especially those of you guys who stuck around and watched me catch absolutely nothing. It be like that sometimes, some days I'll get out here and I'll slam 25, 30 fish for you. It's early in the season. I appreciate you sticking around. Lots more adventures for you coming up. I've actually got planned some really, really cool stuff. If you guys weren't listening earlier, I joined the NAPRA Pro Wading League in both series, the Elite and the Ohio Series. That'll be coming up all year long. I'll be filming every one of those adventures, along with a handful of the Cincinnati kayak fishing tournaments. I'm going to join in and jump in just a few of those. I can't commit to the whole season, but some nice road trips. Listen, I'm going to try to fish with all the guys from Cascray, from all around Ohio, Indiana, West Virginia, all that good stuff. Appreciate you guys sticking around. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been a good time. It's been a good hiking mission with Matt. Until next time, guys, I will see ya. Thanks for hanging out.